In the heart of Africa lies Lampi, a modest village untouched by the rule of kings. Governed by a chief who reserves his authority for critical decisions and the resolution of disputes, Lampi thrives on the principles of peace, unity, and mutual support. Within its bounds, the inhabitants, blessed with beauty and adorned with resilience, weave the fabric of their community with love, while hardworking men labor alongside graceful women and playful children. For generations, Lampi had known nothing but tranquility. One fateful night, the tranquility was shattered by the clamor of war. As the moon hung high, casting its silver glow over the sleeping village, the air was pierced by the jarring echoes of gunfire. Panic gripped the villagers as they emerged from slumber to find their homes engulfed in flames, their once peaceful haven transformed into a scene of chaos and terror. The assailants were none other than the Amazons, legendary female warriors called the Ajibgas. Hailing from the distant land of Opapa. With their ferocious determination and unmatched skill in battle, they descended upon Lampi with merciless intent. In the face of this sudden onslaught, the villagers rallied, their cries for help mingling with the crackle of burning huts as they sought refuge and a means to repel the invaders. Lampi's efforts futile, and those left alive were captured and taken through the night to Opapa. Ajibga warriors, shouting triumphantly, "Victory to the warriors of Ajibga!" The celebration continued as they approached the king's palace. Ajibga messenger, approaching King Zerobiye Adekona Adeyemi, Your Majesty, the king. The warriors await your presence. King Zerobiye Adekona Adeyemi, emerging, addressing his warriors.
My esteemed warriors, congratulations on your valorous triumph. Your dedication and bravery shall be duly rewarded. You have my word. As for you, unfortunate souls of Lampi, heed my words. You are now under my dominion. Attempt to escape, and death shall swiftly follow. But if you wish to prolong your pitiful existence, obedience to my commands is your only path. Take them away. Divide them amongst various tasks. Move.
As the villagers are herded away, the king's gaze falls upon a particularly striking young woman.
Bring her to me.
The beautiful woman, Omolwa, is brought forward. Her parents cry out in anguish. Omolwa's father, no, please. Spare our daughter. She's all we have.
Queen's maidens, attend to her. Bathe her, adorn her, for she shall be my company at dinner tonight.
The king's expression remains resolute as his command is carried out. Omolwa, as the maiden assists her with her attire.
May I ask a question?
By all means, go ahead.
I couldn't help but wonder why only women attacked our village. What about the men?
Oh, that's a story woven deep into our history. Allow me to unravel it as I weave your hair. Long before King Adekona's reign, our land was but a humble village, akin to yours. Among its inhabitants, two families stood as pillars, the revered Adekonas and the esteemed Adiamwas. Their bond was as unbreakable as it was ancient. When the time came for Adiamwa to forge his own kingdom, they sought guidance from the revered oracle, Olikan. Olikan, a figure veiled in mystery, resided in the heart of Opapa. She spoke of a future to Adekona, proclaiming that this land would bear his name as Opapa, his kingdom. His daughters, marked by a sacred birthmark, were destined for greatness as princesses of Opapa. Yet, the prophecy foretold a stark contrast for the menfolk. They were barred from the battlefield, for their return would be marked by defeat. Nevertheless, riches would flow abundantly, untouched by the need for external alliances. To Adianwa, Olekan granted a different boon, a promise of power earned through sweat and toil. Victory in war was assured, but it came with a dire warning against the corruption of selfish desires, a warning that could spell his downfall. Indeed, the tendrils of fate intertwine with our present strife.
So, the attack by the women was driven by prophecy.
The king approaches, I must take my leave.
My king, I implore you, spare me. I have never...
Omolwa, fear not, my dear. Tonight, you belong to me and me alone.
Please, my king.
Ignoring her plea, drawing her closer, the king's advances persist despite Omowa's protest. Once sated, he succumbs to slumber. Omowa, restless and troubled, slips away into the silent night, escaping the palace's confines unnoticed.